Your main man E Vapors, y'all, and we back with another Car Talk TV. And man, we got a special guest today, man. This is a brother that I met, man, in Dallas at the last big showdown, man. Real good brother, man. We're gonna talk cars, we're gonna talk business, we're gonna talk money, we're gonna divulge all his secrets tonight on, on Car
As many
Talk
as
TV.
possible.
As many as possible. Hey, it's my main man, Shot Town Alex, man, on IG. What's good, baby?
Hey, God is good. Blessed by the best, baby. I can't complain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Blessed by the best, man. And again, y'all, hey, I'm talking to my IG folk now. Hey, IG, man, I need y'all to come on over to Car Talk TV on YouTube, man. We're live with Shot Town Alex, man. Come on. We talking BMWs. We gonna talk Teslas. We gonna talk money. We gonna talk business, man. So y'all come on over to the YouTube comments. All right. We gonna be over here waiting on you. So my man Alex, are you from Chicago originally? That's the question.
Born and raised south side of Chicago. Whoever know me, know I'm from the hood.
Oh,
So
hold on. So it's levels. It's levels to the hood. You said you from the hood. It's levels to the hood.
yeah. Yeah, you got people from the burbs that tell you they from Chicago, but like what part of Chicago? Well, I live in Lansing. That's about 30 minutes from Chicago, but you know.
You know what that remind me of, Alex, man? Like every time I meet somebody from Atlanta, right? I'm like, oh, you from Atlanta? Yeah, I'm from Atlanta. And what part? Oh, well, I'm from it'd be some little small town like 30 minutes outside of Atlanta. So I've never met anybody from Atlanta, but you're actually from Chicago, Chicago.
Born and raised. Born and
Word,
raised.
word. No doubt, no doubt, man. So
Don't
look,
quite
when you
live there now, but I had to make a couple moves. We make moves to make moves.
we do that, and I'm full disclosure, I'm in North Carolina right now, and I'm from the hood, and I mean I don't live there now. You know what I'm saying? I made moves, like you just said, to make moves.
There you go.
Yeah, man. And I'll tell you this, man. When I first met you, bro, and we had a little, conversation about BMW because I'm a BMW guy. You know what I'm saying? And, people got different opinions about BMW and stuff like that. A lot of misconceptions, man. What's one of the biggest misconceptions you hear people that don't have BMW say about BMWs?
The quality of the car. I think by far quality is top notch, without a doubt. Every detail of the car. It's like they go through every piece and every part and put very special detail to every part. And if you go and actually do some research, you will find little teeny tiny parts that have special names for them. So they pay very close attention to detail. So
Now, I got to agree with you on that for sure. Now specifically, I want you to talk about. I'm gonna show a picture real quick, man. I want you to talk about this BMW specifically. If you can tell
I
us
tell you,
what model this is, man, for the people at home that might not understand what we're looking at here.
that there is an Alpina B6. And just for the people to know, I bought that car by fluke.
Real talk.
Real talk. I didn't research the car. I did no research at the time. I was coming back from Wisconsin picking up a van, and I just had picked up a van. And on my way back, my boy was driving the van. I was in my truck, and
Mm,
I had seen it, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna stop over here and let me take a look at this car because I like the color of it."
yeah.
And I took it out, test drove it, and that was it. I got on the phone with the wife. Hey, I just bought two cars today.
Well, hold on. What was the other car?
I was picking up a van for my
Oh,
business.
oh,
So
okay, okay.
I drove to Wisconsin to pick up a van for my business. On the way back,
Gotcha.
I seen that car, and yeah, it's just that's how it went.
One of them things.
So
Now, if you don't mind, what was the response from the I just picked up two vehicles?
silence,
Okay, we won't even go down that street.
silence.
But
It was silence on the phone, and okay,
okay. It's a little different than saying I picked up two pair of Air Max, right? Would you agree to that?
a little bit.
There's a slight difference, man. But
Just
the
a little
first time
bit.
I saw this, when I saw this car, Alex, man, I believe it was Catfish and Pimpin' TV. Um, if I'm not mistaken, I think they did a detail on it, right? Is that correct?
Oh yeah, man. And they, hey, Kev, good brother, real good brother. And you know,
Yeah,
pimping is a fool. He pimping TV. Y'all, hey, if y'all ain't follow, y'all got to follow and subscribe because that boy is
man.
a fool.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy, man. Pimpin' TV is on a whole nother level with it, man. Real talk.
Oh
Yeah,
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 without a
yeah,
doubt.
yeah, yes. So so how long have you had a passion for BMW, or did your passion for BMW begin with the Alpina?
With this car. And I think if I bought another BMW, it'd probably be another Alpina. I'm kind of locked and loaded on the Alpina thing now. So they the speed of it kind of got me. It took me by storm, and I just wasn't expecting. That's all.
So you would prefer the Alpina over, let's just say, I know they changed the M3 to the M4 now, over the current version of the M4,
Absolutely. I'm going
M8,
Alpina all the way.
on the M8 stuff, right?
Well, you know what? So yesterday I was at a car show on the way back. I had a light come on in the car, so I went straight to the dealership and I got an M8 parked outside. So I'm enjoying it. I'm getting a feel for it. So it's nice. So hey,
Okay.
so
So
yeah,
what I'm gonna
so
what
dealership gave me M8. So it's parked out here.
so Alex, what I'm gonna do, Alex, after we finish this and you buy the M8, I'm gonna delete the part where you was talking about how much you love the Alpina. I'll take that section out and insert the, the M8 section. I'll put that
I'm
in.
def-
I don't want you to look bad.
I'm definitely enjoying it without a doubt.
Oh no, I know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
Because I had I had a BMW i8, man, and it was in the
Oh
shop
yeah.
for 4.5. Yeah, for 4.5 months it was in the shop, man. So I had a few loaner cars, man, but I never got that loaner car to me of equivalency, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the i8 is the i8, right? Now I know
Yeah.
they don't have
Absolutely.
i8 sitting on lots to loan out. And I'm in a smaller area. But I'm like, man, y'all could have put me into a 7 Series or something, man. They put me in a 2 Series, bruh. You ever seen the new 2 Series?
I have seen it. Yeah. So how small it is?
Yeah. I'm just like,
They gave me
man,
the option of a 7 Series. They gave me 7 Series or the 8. So they gave me 750, or I took the coupe.
you can't go wrong though. You could have fun in the 7 Series too. That 7 ain't nothing to play with.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That interior bad. That interior
Yeah.
bad, man.
But
Without a
I feel
doubt, that
like,
interior
man,
is so nice.
yeah, that them seven so tough, man. I feel like I need to sit in the back, man. I don't even want to drive the 7. It's so stretched. I want somebody to drive me in the 7.
Needs you
But
a
the 8,
chauffeur.
I drive the 8 though. Yeah, I need me a chauffeur, aka my wife. You know what I'm saying? So I was sitting in the back, but knowing her, she gonna sit in the back.
She gonna want to sit in the back too.
She gonna want to sit in the back, man. So yeah, so I never got that equal value loaner car, man. The best loaner car I did have, I had a 2020 5 Series. It was all right, you know what I'm saying. But I felt like, okay, I'm dropping off an i8, man. Y'all got to give me something tight,
Compensate,
man.
compensate.
Yeah, that 2 Series, man. I said, okay, y'all give me a 2 Series, all right. I'm gonna drive this 2 Series. I'm gonna drive this joker to LA and back. So y'all gonna
Yes,
give me a
sir.
car that's not equal, man. But I know you. I know you rock with several vehicles, man. And look, another conversation we had, and this is definitely right on time, man. And it was a sign from God to me. We in the parking lot talking about Tesla, and
Yeah,
some of my people know, man. I'm starting the new E-Vapors Tesla Racing channel, man. And
and of course I have
talking to you.
subscribed already.
Oh, okay. I ain't gonna twist your arm, and then, you know what I'm saying. I was gonna ask you, was could you subscribe right now and show me your phone type thing? But I ain't gonna do that tonight. What put you into the Tesla, bro? How did you get into the Tesla world?
All right, I'm gonna say this: in 25 years that me and my wife been together, I never heard her say she liked any car, any car.
Yeah,
Whatever I stop driving, she drive. That's how it's just always been. Whatever I stop driving, she'll just drive or just drive one of the cars I'm driving, it didn't matter. And one of our friends at work got a Model 3. And she was talking about, oh, that car, I like it, the technology, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I noted it. This was, I think my daughter, it had to be August. My daughter's going back to school. So, yeah, I noted it. Check mark. I started looking into them.
Mm-hmm.
It ended up being a Christmas present for her. I didn't even like Teslas until I actually got it and I started playing with it for a few days.
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost got rid of Alpina.
Look, and you know
Seriously.
what? That's a tough thing to say. Like, that's a real tough thing to say and admit. As a
Yeah.
car guy, I love a cold start. I love the sound of it, of a good exhaust. I love man, just the rumble of a good setup. I love all them sounds and the smell of gas. You know, I love that stuff, man. Like put me in the middle of that. I'm happy. But man, the first time I drove the Tesla and I felt them G forces in my chest.
Man, I'm telling you. That'll change. That
Um,
changed your perspective.
it did, bro. I'm like, what about the exhaust? What about the cold start?
What about the noise?
What about the noise? What everything that I know to be true. V8 is great. What everything that I know to be true. Turbos, everything that I know to be true. Instant V12 instantly was a lie. Instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm
tell us
telling
about
you.
the Model X, man. What it look like, what color you got, man, and you know what kind of fun you have with it.
It's black on black. I really didn't want to give it back because I started doing a little customization myself to it just because I wanted to play with it a little bit more. So
Oh,
I did a
facts.
chrome delete on it. I changed everything from I got rid of all the chrome. The wheels were gray, powder coated black, so it's all blacked out, red accents. So it's a pretty slick looking car now. So
Oh, so
yeah,
so so you don't so is it yours?
it's
Okay, let me
ours,
rephrase it. There you
ours.
go. Anything in our driveway slash garage can be driven by anybody. We don't have any teenagers over here, so I got to clarify that. Anybody with license in this house can drive anything in the garage or driveway. But it
Fair enough.
sounds like you took a extra liking to the Tesla over the Alpina, maybe.
A little bit. So when I so my hey Rail, what's up? So when I got the car, I put the Alpina in a shop to do the stars in the ceiling. So I hadn't got it back.
Oh,
So that
hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. You could have just said, I put the Alpina in the shop, but you had to stunt and let everybody know that you was putting stars in there. That I don't have stars in my ceiling. Go ahead with the story though. Hey,
oh
Ray, you see how he dropped it in there? I dropped the Alpina off to get the stars put in the ceiling, and then he tried to go
there's a
back.
purpose for that. There's a purpose for
Oh,
that. So
okay,
I
okay.
had already
I'm
made up my
listening.
mind that the car was gone. I'm buying another Model X, white on white.
Can't hear him.
Already is in my mind. I said the car's gone. Then I got the car back and I seen the stars and I'm like, okay, maybe I keep it a little longer.
Right, right.
So that kind of changed my perspective a little bit.
On keeping
So
the car.
yeah, and then the more I thought about it, the more I thought I'm keeping it anyway.
Yeah, but the Alpina is a tough car, man, and I would line the Alpina up against a whole lot of cars. But when we jump over to Tesla, man, people that have never driven one or maybe ridden in one with somebody that was known that really drove it, they might not understand what we're saying because they saying no exhaust, no engine, no oil, no turbos, no superchargers. You know what I'm saying? None of that. And they're not gonna understand when I sit here and say, "Man, look, man, Tesla killing any ice. What do they call it? Ice
You can't hear
internal."
me?
No, he can't hear you. But he just tapping in. He out and about right
Okay.
now though. He
Okay.
just wanted to tap in for a minute, man. You know how some of these things work
Let
sometimes,
me
man.
say what's up to the folks out there.
Yeah, go ahead and say what's up, real, and I get back to my story.
Yeah. Hey, Shot Time, Alex, man. What's up with you, man? Appreciate you for tapping in and doing this live with us, man. We greatly appreciate it. I know you're a busy guy out there, busy entrepreneur. Bro, look, I'm gonna get back in this chat, and I'm gonna jump in on the YouTube side, because I could have jumped on my laptop inside the restaurant, but it's copyright music, man. So
yeah.
like, yo, let me tap in with y'all guys for a bit. Let me go back into the restaurant with the little one, eat, and jump in the chat. So salute y'all.
Big salute, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah. So like I was saying, man, y'all, this car show real, man. He out and about, man, doing daddy-daughter time, man. You got to make sure y'all are taking care of y'all families out here. You know what I'm saying? We all, myself, Alex included, we about that family business. You know what I'm saying? You can't be about the cars and not about that family business, right?
Man, that's like, hey, everything, you know, your family, you can't change none of that. Friends come and go, family, forever. You can't change it.
Yeah.
You got to take care of your kids. Make sure they brought up the right way, and hopefully not like I was brought up. Well, not at least in the area I was brought up.
Yeah, right. Nah, I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. And kind of what I was saying as Car Show Rail was jumping in, man. Everything I thought to be true about my love for cars changed instantly, man, when I test drove. And I test drove the Model Y long range version. It wasn't even the performance version. And the Model Y is not the fastest Tesla that they have. You know, I guess now with the Roadster isn't out yet, so I'm not going to include the Roadster right now. I'll just say the Model S Plaid Plus 1.9 0 to 60 is the fastest car in production in the world, going 0 to 60. So you got to say the whole world, because they're like, well, what about Bugatti? Well, what about? I said it's the fastest car in the whole world. You know, I mean, it's like, come on, man. And that's around 144, I believe, for the Plaid Plus. Now, the one I want, the Model S Plaid. Now, I want the Plaid Plus, you know, but I at least want to get in with the Plaid. I think it's around 114,000. Now, think about this, man. And y'all out here listening, 114,000 to have one of the fastest cars in the world. Usually, you got to spend what, 250, 300, 400,000 to be in the category of having one of the fastest cars in the world. So I think it's a pretty good value. And then for me, jumping into Tesla for the first time with the Model Y, out the door, the performance model with the upgraded white leather on the inside, it's only 66,000, and that 3.5 0 to 60 is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, I mean, listen, for anybody who hasn't test drove a Tesla, who like muscle cars, go for a test drive and try if you can't get in the performance model.
Yeah.
And then have a conversation after.
That's it, right? I like how you said that. So you're not sitting here pleading the case. You're saying,
no, sir.
Test drive the performance model and then just holler back.
Absolutely, that's it. Then, hey, I didn't know I liked Tesla until I knew I liked Tesla.
I like how you said that. You said that. You told me that yesterday, man. I didn't know I liked Tesla until I liked Tesla.
Exactly.
And that test drive changed my whole way of thinking, my whole plan. You know, because honestly, you know, my goal was literally to work to the Huracan. I said, man, I want to get that Huracan. It's going to be like a kind of like a cherry on top for me. And I know they got the Aventador, the SVJ, SV, and all that stuff. I like the styling of the Huracan visually for me.
Yeah.
Now I'm a doors up guy, obviously as an i8 guy, but I just like the styling of the Huracan. But man, after that test drive of the Model Y and watching videos of the Model Y beating the Lamborghini truck in a roll race, and it lost to it from the dig like a half a second. So it's just as fast as a $200,000 Lamborghini truck.
Exactly. My man Ron just checked in. He got a Tesla. That was the first Tesla I actually was in. He got a Model S. Yeah. So
he got the Model S. So I'm sure he got the Ludicrous and all that too, right?
I don't know. I know he took us for a test drive and just sucked it. I was in the back seat with my head posted like, oh, okay. Yeah, hey. Man. And at that point, I see that was the first time I actually got in one, seen the big old, like the big screen. I'm like, oh, okay, I like it. I still kind of on the fence with the electricity thing. So once I got past that, it's like, Everything about the car, I love it. So
yeah, and then the last thing I'll ask you about that, man. As far as charging, man, did you go with like the wall charger, or did you go with a different option as far as charging at home?
so I actually ordered the pretty little Tesla box. So I ordered the whole setup. Me being mechanically inclined, I
Oh,
ran all the power, put in all the new amps. I got everything. Actually, I'm probably gonna eventually post a video of me putting all that stuff in, running all the power, putting it all in, and everything. So
mm-hmm.
yeah, so I did record a lot of it. So
Also, you installed the wall charger yourself.
yes, sir.
Okay, see now that leads to a huge question because you're still here. You didn't blow up. You didn't get crispy or nothing like that. It's still
None of that.
the house is still intact. Uh,
Absolutely.
what background do you have that kind of puts you in the arena to be able to actually connect a wall charger? Like this is a major electrician job.
So trade wise, I've been a union carpenter for 26 years.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, so and I still carry my card too. So I'm still a union carpenter technically. Although I own a business, I'm a union carpenter. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but also,
Man.
so I had two companies, so I did a little bit of everything. So electrical is almost like second nature now. They came from working with a lot of my friends that were electricians and them doing favors, me doing favors. Then I help them while they doing whatever power, and they help me while I'm doing whatever at their house they needed done. So and I just learned a lot along the way. And it's been that way for years now.
Man, that's I think that's pretty dope, man. And you saying you're a business owner now, and you're a car carrying member, man, and you have the background in construction, man. So tell us about your business, man. What does your elevator speech for your business? What is that? What is your business? One, two, three. Here's what we are.
Here's where we are. I would like to think we are one of the most qualified minority flooring contractors in the Chicagoland area. Qualified. I'm
You
saying one more
dropping some
time.
key words now.
Qualified. So qualified is the key word. I mean, there's a lot of companies, and I don't like to downplay anybody else's work, but we take a lot of pride in our work. I'm known pretty well throughout the entire industry. The union, they know me dang on well. My company, I stay in good standing with the union. I hire 99% minorities.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
I would say 98% brothers. So
Right.
I try,
Right.
I try and take, I try and give young men from the community, from the hood, some of the same opportunities I ran into because it didn't come easy, and I had to be extraordinary in order to be successful. I couldn't just be ordinary. I couldn't just work like everybody else worked. Being
Yeah.
a brother, you got to be extraordinary. You can't just be ordinary. You can't just go out and put in a little bit of work and say, okay, I did my 8 hours. Now I got to go. You got to shine, and you
Yeah.
got to shine to the point where everybody notices.
Yeah.
So you got to be extraordinary, and I try to push that same thing and the same work ethic on my guys to work. If I'm not around, you should be working just like I'm right in your face. And if you got to question some of your work, fix whatever it is right away. Because if you don't, if you got to question it, there's a good chance that it may be fixable. I don't like punch lists. We do a job once,
Ooh,
we
yeah,
move
punch
on to the
list.
next one. Yeah.
Oh, the dreaded punch list. Now,
Dreaded punch list.
I've built two homes, and I told a story over the last couple weeks, man. I had my closet redone in the master bedroom, so it's got some nice custom shelves for all my shoes. So for the first time, I got all my shoes on, well, most of them in the closet on shelves. The only reason we rebuilt the closet was I went to hang up a shirt. The whole side came down, shoes on my head, everything, disaster.
Yeah, I
And
remember
I'm
you told me
like, yeah,
that.
man. I'm like, bro. I said, man, this closet. And I'm looking at the nails that was used, like the skinniest little nails you ever seen, man. I'm like, there's no way this closet was built for the long haul, man. There's no way it was built with any consideration in mind. And
Yeah.
when you just said that punch list, man, it made me think about it, man. I would have went back and been like, if I can go back in time, I would say I need 4 extra nails right here, another support bracket here, and you know what I'm saying, y'all will be off the hook, man. But what made you be so attention to detail oriented, man? Where did you get that from?
Well, technically, I'm like 3rd generation in this business,
Oh,
so
sure.
I think some of it comes naturally just from being around it. So I probably start working with my old man when probably 10 or 12 years old. We were just messing around. He taking me and my brother on a job, so we just messing around. And yeah, eventually, after being in the hood and doing a lot of stuff I shouldn't have been doing, by the time I turned 18, it was like, okay, hey, look, time for you to get a job. Call this man Monday, and that was history. And I still was in the streets and doing what I wanted to do, but I was like halfway in, halfway out, kind of like still trying to figure this thing out. But overall, it worked out.
Yeah,
God willing.
yeah, absolutely, man. And I think it's I don't think we should take it lightly that, you know, you're a successful entrepreneur, business owner, and you have a concerted effort into empowering, you know, people that look like you. And there's always talk of there aren't any jobs out here, no one is hiring, man. So I think it's refreshing to hear you say, I'm looking for you. I'm looking for the 2021 Alex.
Man, I wish I could clone myself 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. So what are those characteristics, man, in a young man that you see right now that, let's say, we're gonna throw him away, but you see Alex though? What are some of those negative things that you might see from attitude to disposition that you can say, you know what, this kid is not a bad kid? What are those things that you can identify and look past when you're potentially hiring a young person?
Honestly, most of these young guys, they ain't bad kids. They just don't have the opportunity, and that's the reality. I had honestly, I was in the streets. I was in gangs. I was in all kind of crap. I was in trouble. I was in all kind of shit. So
Yeah.
honestly, I think it's about perspective. Once you start seeing a different perspective of life and seeing it's something different than the hood, and this is all it is. And once you start working around people who got houses and they doing this and buying property, they doing these different things. Your mind starts to change about different things that you can do and how you can change your whole life. Because like I said, when I started working, I got a job because my mother and father said I had to get a job, but I was still in the streets. So I just got a job. I just got a job and they said I had to get a job.
Yeah.
So, but the reality was when I actually seen I had opportunity and then I started seeing the money and I'm like, man, I'm pretty much seeing the same money that I'm seeing if I was being in the streets.
Right.
And then I started enjoying what I did. And once I really started enjoying what I did, and you start seeing something that you put together with your own hands, you're like, man, I like this. And then I realized I can do it on the side and make some money when I wasn't supposed to. So I'm gonna exclude that. But
no, I've been there.
yeah. So once you see that you can really make some money from it, it used to be weekends. I go work the weekend, come home with extra $7,000-$10,000 and just from working these hands.
Right.
So, yeah, once you see that you can actually make money from it and you're enjoying it. And me and my guys, we have fun. All my guys, we have fun on the job. Listen, we have a lot of fun. They probably tell everybody know I'm an a-hole when it comes to work because hey, y'all gonna work, you gonna work, you gonna get here, you gonna work. Yeah. If I work, you definitely gonna work.
Yeah.
So, but we have fun, we laugh, we joke. You know, we have a lot of fun. You know, so when you hire, that's another thing. When you hiring brothers, you hire young guys. They don't realize how much y'all actually have in common, and so how much. And see, I stay up on the street lingo, so they be looking at, yeah. So I be talking just like they talking when they want to do. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So they think that's funny. So, but yeah, I got 22, 21-year-olds. So I got to stay fresh. And the 15-year-olds, I got to know what's going on.
Yeah. You definitely got to do that, man. You got to keep your ear to the ground, man. And again, shout out or congrats again for being a entrepreneur and hiring inside the community. What type of obstacles or roadblocks did you face? Whether it's because you're in construction, so I know you got to get permits, and there's all these different red tape things that you probably got to go through, and you a
Man.
new business. Were there roadblocks and obstacles in the way?
Listen, it was roadblocks and obstacles from day one, before business, even coming up through the trade. You got to be able to mentally fade out a lot of the craziness, because when I got in the trade, man, the construction different. So when I got in trade in '95, it was like in the construction, it was like getting into any job in 1975. So there was a lot of racism. I started running jobs when I was 21 years old. I was one of the youngest foremen. I hadn't even made journeyman yet. I was an apprentice when they gave me my first job. They gave me my first job to run. I was an apprentice, a third-year apprentice. And the hell I used to get. But it turned me into something that they didn't want, because it got to a point where I was in charge 99% of the jobs that I was on. I was in charge. So, but during that whole time, it was, man, let's be real. There was a lot of racism, a lot of craziness. I get on job sites, you check in, a lot of big jobs, you probably see the construction trailers outside when they new construction. You go to construction trailer, you check in. I get to the trailer and these guys, what are you doing? What are you making a delivery?
A what?
The delivery, now mind you, the material's already been delivered to the job.
Right.
But yeah. That type of deal.
So look, a piggyback question is, how are you able to curve the response that they deserve, and instead give them a business response? What do you do to do that? Because a lot of young folk immediately will snap, shoot, old folk too, and ruin their name when they didn't have to. So what do you lean on or go to be able to appropriately respond in those negative situations?
I told them I keep it simple. I figure it's gonna come out in my work, and it don't take long.
Right.
Listen. I gotta tell this story. Honest to God, I could say his name, but I don't know. Anyway, he retired now. Hey, his name, my boy Homer. Me and him show up on a job site.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's me and him, really good. He's a really good installer too. Me and him are two of the top installers at the company. Now, the president of the company at the time, his name is Peter Fenneman. He retired too. Real good dude though. That's the person who really gave me a chance when I was young and still fucking up. But
right.
He called me in the office and had a real long conversation with me, and that I really credit him for giving me a chance, because I was still, like I said, I was still in the streets. I would stay out all night, partying all night, come to work, right to work. So yeah, I'd take off, be late almost every day. So he gave me a real chance. So anyway, me and Homer show up to this job. It's at Mercy Hospital, and it's a wing. It's nothing. It's vinyl tile. It's simple. That's one of the simplest things we do. They got some patterns, but no big deal. We show up. We walk up with our tools, and the superintendent of the job, he throw his folder and goes ballistic. He goes ballistic. This is bullshit. We need competent people here to get this job done. He goes ballistic. Me and him looked at each other, just started laughing.
Right.
And he picks up the phone. He called our office and called himself going off on the president. And he's the president. He said, "Listen, I don't know what you talking about. I'm not sure who showed up out there, but I sent two of my best guys out there. So that's who's going to be there regardless of what you think." And he had attitude. We got in. Now, it was supposed to be a 3-day job. We worked 12 hours that day and did the job that we did the whole thing that day. And by the end of the day, this dude is kissing our ass. Sorry, I missed that. But it's like, you can't let them move you, man. I don't let none of that craziness move me. Guess why? Because I was on the clock. I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
And we like I said, hey, my guy, man, listen. One thing I'm gonna tell you too also, college ain't for everybody. All my friends that went to college, when they came out of college, they had debt. By that time, I was probably making $100,000 a year.
You talking,
and
brother.
I got paid to go to school.
You're talking heavy right now.
So and I give some information. So anybody on here got some nieces, nephews, whatever that want to get into the trade. I got, I try and plug as many young brothers and sisters as I can, because this trade right now more than ever, they really pushing for minorities to be inside these buildings. They pushing for minority contractors. I'm getting 10 times more calls than before about people trying to partner with me, because I am MBE certified in the city of Chicago, state of Illinois. So, and that goes a lot of places throughout the country. So I get opportunities from the government throughout the whole country.
So me and you need to come together on a contract here in the Fort Bragg in North Carolina. It's a military installation. I know they had contracts set aside for minorities owned businesses and stuff like that, man. I would love if that's something that you would be able to do cross state line, man. We definitely got to have
we travel all over the place. We go everywhere.
Man, we definitely got to have that conversation, man. See, like what we're doing right now, man. I think people might be looking at this as Car Talk TV, right? And it is Car Talk TV. It is. But I will never let an opportunity go by to not pull something out of a guest to help a person that's sitting at home right now, whatever that might be, whether it's a motivation side, whether it's, man, I thought about getting into construction, but I never seen anybody that looked like me own a business. And now for the first time they're seeing a young man, in air quotes.
Hey, I'm the youngest old guy y'all ever meet. I'm 33. My kids don't like it.
Look, exactly. You know what I mean? So a young man like yourself, man, it's impressive. It's needed. People need to see it. People need to hear your story, and not like 20 years from now. That'd be great to tell it 20 years from now, but there are so many people, man, that you can help between now and then, not just in the local Chicagoland area, but your story, man, is going to encourage people like myself in North Carolina, encourage other people in other states, man. Do you ever find yourself on the job site, man, like mentoring and coaching, whether they ask for it or not, man? Do you see
All
a
the time.
kid all the time?
All
Yeah,
the
tell us
time.
about that. Tell us about
DJ
that.
Smooth, I'm gonna send you that 10 grand. I'm a Zelle.
Oh shoot, he said 10. I like folk that ask for 10 grand. That means he know his man got it. I like that. Let me hold 10.
I always mentor guys, man, because this man, I ain't gonna speak about guys specifically but I have a lot of young guys that they want to do the right thing. They trying, and they just feel like, oh, this ain't going right, that ain't going right. It's gonna be every business, everybody in life. You have an up and a down. I think I heard you tell a story. Either we were talking, or maybe it was on one of your morning. You think you're taking your daughter to school. You're talking about, like, there was a time in your life where you had everything going. Everybody from the outside looking in, everything is going great. But then when reality is, you got other personal things you're dealing with. Everything in life, everybody is not your time just because it's your friend's time or it's your cousin's time. Everybody's timing is different. And another thing people don't see, they don't see the behind the scenes. I'm in office right now. I work every single day pretty much. Every day pretty much I work. I've probably been taking it a little bit easy over the last month or so, but I work every single day. People see the shine. They don't see the grind. They see the result. They don't see all the hard work you put in. All they see is the result. Like we talked the cars. They see, oh, he got motorcycles, he got cars, he got this, he got that. They don't see how much time I put in, how much effort I put in, how many hours I put in.
Yeah.
So I work my ass off. So it's like I want to enjoy it sometime too.
Yeah. No, exactly. And I'm glad you said that too, man, because when somebody meets you now and they don't know your story, they don't know all the things that you've been through, man, the negative behaviors, whether it was gang type situations or just any street level situation, you made it out of it. I'm sure you've had friends along the way that didn't make it along the way, man. Do you ever have any? I want to say it was a TV show, a movie, or something called like Survivor's Guilt. Do you ever feel any survivor's guilt, man, making it out? Because I kind of experience that a little bit sometimes, and I'll find myself not talking about some accomplishment, or I'm gonna park over here, and I don't really think I should do that. But do you ever find yourself having any survivor's guilt?
Absolutely not, because I don't think I would say everybody has the same opportunity, but do you put in the same effort? And do you put in the same effort into trying to do something different than you do complaining? Or do
Mm,
you put in the same effort and trying to do something different than when somebody trying to give you some advice or lead you in the right direction, and instead of blowing it off, you actually listen and try, hey, let me at least try this.
yeah.
Because I got, listen, the thing is this, I got friends that made it. I got friends that are much more successful than me. I got guys I look up to for inspiration. I don't. Some people, they have a jealous spirit, the jealousy thing, hating.
Mm,
I don't have that. I use people's success as inspiration
yeah.
for me to do better.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to do better. Hey, I got to do better. Oh
Yeah.
man, he just got. I got to get me one of those. I'm gonna catch up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
use it for inspiration. So I got man, I got, like I said, I got friends. I got friends that didn't make it, but they still my friends. I got friends. Thing is, I got friends that live in poor communities. I got friends that live in rich communities. I look at them the same because I don't think I'm better than anybody. We all human. I don't think I'm better than anybody. So I hang with you on the projects just as I would if you was at a mansion. And if you real, you real. If and that's what it is. It has nothing to do with what you have, or you got this car, you got that. That none of that matters to me, because just like I got it, I can lose it in the blink of an eye. And we all,
Mm,
it's just, that's just life. And we never know what the next step life is going to take. We never know what the next turn life is going to take. So it's like, if you not paying close attention to everything that's going on,
yeah.
you really, really, really need to wake up and just pay attention to what's going on out here, because life life changes like that. Man, I lost my first friend when I was in seventh grade. One of my friends was killed. Seventh grade. And the closer to me was my brother when I was 17. My brother Herbie, who was 20, was killed.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so when I say I'm from the hood, man, I've seen a lot of death. I've seen a lot of craziness. I mean, like I said, I was in the streets. I sold drugs. I was in gangs. I did all that craziness.
Yeah.
Um, you don't realize that the devil gonna got a hold of you and working with you, until I realized how much stuff I actually made it out of, and how many crazy situations I made it out of, that God actually had his hand on me. And because I done made it out some crazy, crazy situations, like
Yeah.
crazy situations. So that's why I always say blessed by the best. Because
Blessed by the best, man. And what you're saying now kind of pushes me to what I was gonna bring up, man. Like, do you remember a or several moments where it's like, I'm done with this? That I call it the Lord, if you get me out of this one. Do
I
you
done
ever
had a few of
remember
those.
you had a few? I'm sorry to hear that you had a few of them, because you should have just had one. Because you said, Lord, if I make it out, that's saying you made it out of that one, and then you made it out of another one and another one.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes when you're young, you ain't got a whole lot of sense. That's why I said he had his hand on me and knew I had a bigger purpose. He knew it. He had his hand on me, moving me in situations. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a real brief story about who I thought was a friend. We actually lived together. I ain't gonna. It ain't no other reason other than just hating and jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
He set my car on fire.
Oh man.
He got caught. Now, I would never. If he hadn't got caught, police just happened to be down the street on a domestic violence call. If he hadn't got caught, I would have never knew it was him. I was at my mother's house. It was on Christmas Eve. It burned my mother's whole house down too. Christmas Eve.
Oh man.
When everything when it all came out and everything, I knew who it was prior to them saying that they had already called him. Just because every single thing, everything, all the puzzle pieces start coming together. And we lived together at the time. I ain't gonna put no names or nothing out there.
No. That's real talk. But people need to hear if you're co-mingling, cohabitation with somebody, man, you sleep in there. So it could have been a whole different situation. We could not be talking right now very easily. You know what I mean? So God definitely had his hand on you, man, and protected you from a situation like that, bro. Because like you said, man, y'all was that tight, living in the same spot, man. It could have been the other way around, man. But I'm definitely glad that it didn't turn out that way. And I'm sure you probably have a million other stories, man. You know, I know you do. And we're gonna have to have you back for part 3, part 4, part 5. I ain't even say part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, and we can go into some details. And those details, man, are really gonna help some people, man, and change some people's lives, man. Because you're the type of role model that people actually can model themselves after. I tried to model myself after Deion Sanders, right? I was pretty good. I was good. I was 4.44 speed, you know, all that, you know, maybe high end 4.3ish, you know what I'm saying? But I couldn't do it. That was an unattainable goal, man. You're a working citizen, a entrepreneur. It doesn't require a 4.4 speed, 50-inch vertical, tight spiral. Doesn't require any of that, man. Do you ever feel like you're carrying that type of weight on your shoulders, man, that when I step out, I'm not just stepping out going to the store. I'm actually stepping out and available to be a role model to people that look like me. Do you ever feel any pressure with that?
I don't feel pressure from it. I believe I am, but I don't feel pressure from it. It's an honor, you know, honestly, to be able to say I came from where I came from, and to
Mm-hmm.
be able to get in this trade, which is very hard on minorities, and to successfully navigate through it. So before I got I was in the field for 18 and a half years, and I ended up being in the office for a year and a half before I actually left and started my own business. And I was the first black man in that office since they had been in business since 1942 or 1972. I'm sorry, 1972. But I was the first black man in that office. So that speaks volume. And I don't think that had a lot to do with racism, because I know the owners personally, and we end up getting really tight. So I do a lot of business with them now. Let's say that.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's dope, man. That's on a whole pioneer level, man. When I first met you and just had the conversations, I felt like you was a business owner. I really just felt like you was a business owner. And I jokingly say, you know, to y'all, I'm telling y'all what was going through my mind when I first met Alex. I met him in Dallas a few weeks ago, and I'm just outside, you know, talking to different people out there. I never met him before, but when I saw him, this is the first thing that came to my mind. I said, he's important. That's like a compliment. Like, I'm like, he's important. I don't know in what arena, you know, you just had I'm gonna say, man, like your spirit, your aura, your spirit, man, was really heavy, man, and I could feel it, man, by just being around you. And then when we started talking, we talking about cars. My calculator started going off. We was talking about the Alpina, then we was talking about the Tesla, and then I start going to my calculator. I said, that's 100,000 right there. That's okay. We still talking about cars. He's like, oh yeah, I had one of them too. My calculator. I'm like, okay, I got to find out. I got to find out what his brother. I like being around. Iron sharpens iron, man. And I just remember, man, growing up in the hood, and then fast forwarding to now, living on the golf course and being accomplished in life, man. And I'm like, man, I love being around other people, man. That are regular folk that are accomplished. They went to work. They cracked the code. Hard work, staying focused, and living an honest, clean life with when you raise your right hand, your name means something.
And I get, you know, all my boys. I see a couple of boys on here. I see my boy D on here, another good brother. It's like most of my boys, they from the hood. done became successful in their own right in their prospective field. So yeah, and man, it's very, sometimes you see they put so much stuff out there with the media that you don't get to see. You really don't get to see all the positive things that black families, black mothers with fathers and kids that they actually all together, that they're doing things, man. My daughter graduating 2 weeks from University of Illinois.
Oh wow.
Thank Jesus.
Yeah.
My son come out of Illinois State University next year. So
Oh, okay.
so yeah.
So you got what,
It's a blessing.
three kids?
Yeah, I got a 15-year-old who's scaring me to death while I'm driving to learn to drive right now. So
I'm not ready for that, bro. So I'm gonna take notes from you, man. I know you got 3 kids. You done been through the whole driving thing, man. I have a 7-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old daughter, man. So maybe when I get a little older, I'll be much older, and maybe I won't even care. You know, I just sit over there on the back. Look, maybe we'll probably be in a Tesla, and it'll probably drive my daughter. You know, help her drive. You know, especially by then, about 20 years from now, or 10 years from now. Yeah, I think we'll be all right, man. And just kind of talk about family, man. I've been married for 15 years. Like I said, I got 2 daughters, man. Your family, business, making money, mentoring, having fun with your toys. Do you ever find yourself unbalanced, doing maybe the toys and the work more than you should with the family?
always, all jokes aside, it's a very fine line balancing because obviously family is very important, but you gotta be able to support the family too. So and then we all like to have fun, so it's like you just gotta have a healthy balance between the three. So
Yeah.
it's pretty it's pretty, sometimes you get a little like, oh man, I ain't do this. Oh man, I forgot to do that. Oh man, I guess I ain't gonna go out today. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
So my
Yeah.
daughter, she ain't made it back home. My son got home last night. My daughter, she be back next week.
Okay.
She always got a whole list for me, to do. So that
Gotta
never
do it.
stops. I don't care how old they get.
Yeah, yeah, and look, and speaking of toys, man, let me show you something here real quick. Let me see if you can see that. We talking about toys, ain't we? You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
And tell the people about this toy and set the scene for us, man. What was the year? What was going on? Where was you working at? How was your money looking?
So real talk. I just had my house built. I was 20. I think I was 24, 25 at the time. And man, yeah, 50 Cent came out with that Lamborghini doors on Escalade. I had to have an Escalade. I had to I had to show him, hey, I got a little something.
Just look.
Yeah, I used to be really big in the cars, man. So I used to have box Chevys, I had Regals, I had Cat, I had so many cars. Yeah, it's like but back then I was getting it, but not the right way. So
Facts. Yeah.
but at this point in my life, I was legit. I had just had my house built. I had a couple of cars. That was my baby right there when I got that.
Hey, is that an El Dorado in the background over there?
Yeah, that's my neighbor, man. This is my neighbor, L Dog.
L Dog. Hey, look, I was gonna see if y'all say that in Chicago. Yeah, we call them L Dogs, baby, down here. L
Oh
Dog.
yeah.
Yes, sir, man. Now the Escalade
Yeah.
was tough, man, and for you to have the Escalade during that time frame, man, that speaks volumes of where you were in life at the time, man. So I could see you right now. Look like you might have had some hair on your head a little bit back then, right?
No, my daughter was already born, so my hair was gone.
Oh shoot, man. So
Hey,
we look.
once I had a daughter, I started losing hair immediately.
Look, let me go and tell you. We in the same club, bro. We in the same club, man. We in the same club. And normally when I meet other light skinned brothers with beards, man, usually we don't click, man. Just something like we kind of butt heads and stuff, man. But it was just something about you. I said, okay, this is light skinned brother with the beard. You know, he ain't trying to step in my little territory. This is my little territory over here. You know, you came through with your aura and doing your thing. So we clicked right from the beginning. And I appreciate that, bro.
Oh yeah,
And
no man, I love. Then after I started watching your shows and I started watching your lives, I'm like, and the positivity that you were bringing to this whole thing, man. It seems like there's so much negative out there, that the positivity that you were bringing, I'm like, man, I like him. And me and Catfish was talking. I was like, man, he got a positive vibe. I like it. I'm like, I like him. He got a real positive vibe, a positive energy. He's speaking positive things, and that was it. So,
Man,
definitely,
that's all
definitely.
I know. And I just appreciate the fact that, you know, I mean, people got busy lives, man. You could watch a number of YouTubers channels and Instagram and stuff like that, man. So like just the fact that I seen you chime in, I was like, oh man, I'm like, I appreciate every person that chimes in. And I know other YouTubers have different missions and stuff like that. I literally have a mission it's called MCM. And I'm a lot of ladies, man, crush Mondays too. That's not what I'm talking about, y'all. I'm talking about, as light skinned dudes, we get a little arrogant sometimes, but that's a whole other story. So we're not talking about man crush Monday, so y'all calm down, all right? We talking about motivation, cars, and money, right? I kind of figured out this thing, man. I used to always talk about doing budgets and saving money and investing and everything. Man, won't nobody listen. Nobody was listening, right? Motivation. I'm motivating people, man. I'm encouraging people, man. I'm building people. Man, ain't nobody listening. Just by chance, as soon as I got my eye, as soon as I got now, mind you, I done built a house before. I've already, paid off $123,000 in debt in 23 months. Built a house on the golf course. Been here 5-6 years. By the time I got the I-8, been preaching. Man, when I got the I-8, it was almost like people believe me now.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, oh, I get it. I can use these simple toys in life, simple cars, to break the ice and get through to the people that I want to reach, man. Do you ever find yourself having conversations at the gas station, this place, that place, just because of the car?
I found myself in the same situation you talking about after they start seeing things. Oh man. Oh, oh, you did this, did that. Oh man. Oh. I mean, I even talked to some people that's close to me that about different things and investments and doing different things, and
Yeah.
they blew me off. I talked about guys about getting into trade like years ago. Hey, listen, get in. I can get you in. You get on. You may have to take a pay cut for a year, but it ain't gonna be much of a pay cut because if you get overtime, you still be making the same amount of money.
Yeah.
Didn't listen. Didn't listen. Didn't listen. Everybody on board for everything. Everything like you start doing things and they see you moving. You study doing things. You moving every time they look up to something else. You're doing something else. It's like, all right, he got to be doing something right. So, but as far as business, man, getting this, the thing I said about not being your time and not being everybody's time.
Yeah.
I originally started the same company, same name in 2004, but I wasn't ready. So it's I never quit my job. Let's say that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But I
Yeah. Yeah.
started the company in '04, and I played with it for about a year and a half, and then I just let it dissolve. I'm gonna stay where I'm at. It
Yeah.
wasn't my time. So
Wasn't
everybody's
your
time
time.
isn't the same, and that it just wasn't my time. So
That's heavy. That's heavy because some people. I'm glad you said that because some people are probably discouraged right now that something's not working out for them. That business idea is not working. Maybe being in school is not working. And when you just said that, a light bulb went off in my head. Like it's just not the time for that right now. Because
absolutely.
I started doing a show, a sport. I do stand up comedy, right? So I had an idea to do a clean show. I don't use profanity, right? So I said I want to have a show that's clean, that the whole family can watch. Sports comedy. I was into sports real heavy, so we're gonna do a sports comedy show. So back in '07, well, I'm sorry, 2011, there wasn't Facebook Live, YouTube Live, none of these things existed. So me and my brother, we had to learn how to build websites. We had to learn how to load a podcast directly into iTunes. You know what I'm saying? We had to learn
Hmm.
all those things. And we did it for 2 years. And I was like, man, I didn't get a job with a ESPN. I didn't get, notoriety or anything like that, man. And when you said that just now, it clicked. I'm like, no, it wasn't your time. My time is now. There was a training period. I learned how to use a microphone and connect, a soundboard and lighting and, how to, build a website using code and different things like that. It was all meant for the time right now. So when I look
Right.
back in the past, I'm like, okay, it all makes sense now. So with on that same line, man, I want to show you a picture and I want you to tell me what you think about the person in the picture. What, what do
Young
you what do you
player there.
what do you think about this picture right here? This brother right here. What was he doing? Who was this guy?
Hey, hey, I almost look exactly the same. I just ain't got no hair on my face.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Man, hey, I think I was 18 on that picture, and I still was a fly dude back then, man.
Yeah, bro. See, you know how they say now, like you got receipts, because everybody
Yes,
talk about
sir.
what they did, what they had. Ain't nobody, and you ain't got a single picture. Like, bro, you mean to tell me ain't not a single picture of nothing you did or you was fly back then? We got a receipt right here, brother.
Well, I tell you what, man. One thing I regret because doing what I was doing, I was taught don't never had no pictures. All my cars. I hate I don't have pictures of all my cars.
Bro,
That's
you
one
know
thing I
what?
do regret. I
I
had
knew that was gonna be a issue there because same reason. I was telling my wife the other day about something I was talking about, and I was like, I don't have a single picture, you know, during that era or over here and over there. Like we weren't taking no pictures. You know what I mean? So
right.
it's funny you just said that, man. I hadn't thought about that in a while, man. Different, places I've been in different cars, man. I don't have any posted up on the hood, of these cars, man. But I tell you what, these days, man, I don't have a thing to worry about now, man. I can take a picture with any car. Um, no issues whatsoever, man. And to kind of just segue and to kind of get ready to land this plane, man. Because I could talk to you all day, bro. Like you've been inspiring me a whole lot, man. And I just want to tell you firsthand, like, bro, like I'm proud of you, bro. Like I ain't never met you. I only met you once. I don't know you. I ain't blowing no smoke or nothing like that, man. Um, I'm really proud of you, bro. And the more that I started hearing of your story today, man, it really kind of just hit my heart, man. It's just like, man, life is so short and it's a thin line between life and death, success and failure. And if there was a person's picture in the dictionary of all those things I just said, that thin line, bro, I believe your face will be right there because just based on what I've seen, man, it can't be the easiest thing, man, to grow up in Chicago, Chicago. You got to say it like that.
Chicago,
Chicago,
Chicago.
so man, I salute you, my brother, man. And
Oh yeah, I appreciate it, man.
I just want to encourage you, man, to keep doing what you're doing, bro. You get frustrated, man. Look, we all gonna get frustrated, man. You keep going, man. Don't let none of these folks stop you from growing and growing and growing. And I want your dreams to be way bigger than what they are now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because I've limited myself, even in my 40s, man. I've limited my dreams to like, oh yeah, I want to get some wheels right for the Tesla and race on some big wheels on the Tesla, right? So my first thought was, oh, I can buy them. Then I was talking to this young lady, her name is KP, and she was like, well, what make you think you couldn't get a deal directly with the owner of a wheel company? I said, I don't know, I ain't never thought about that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah,
like, man, I'm every plan that I have, I'm gonna start looking at it again and to shoot for the what is it, shoot for the moon and you end up with the stars.
always,
You know what I'm saying?
always.
Are there some things you're and you don't have to be specific, man. Are there some things business wise, man, that you may have limited yourself on, maybe be for whatever reason?
Absolutely. No, when I was having me and my wife were eating earlier today, I had to talk about it. I was talking to her about it. You know, I stayed like in this little comfort zone, comfortable. I ain't got to work too hard. I work hard, but I'm comfortable. I know what I'm doing. I'm getting uncomfortable now. Sky's the limit. This year. I'm me being comfortable helped a lot of other people stay comfortable.
Mm,
I'm getting uncomfortable, and I'm about to make a lot of people uncomfortable because I'm in that position now.
yeah, yeah,
So
man. You bro, you just dropped a whole lot of game, man. I ain't, man. I'm not even gonna try to talk too much behind that. And I definitely want to thank, man, a lot of the people in the chat, man. What is that?
Check in.
R Implier
That's yeah.
524.
That's my boy D, man.
D. Okay, DJ Smooth, DJ A Smooth is in here.
Yes, sir.
That J Doug is in here. Ben Treese. I know we got Pimpin' TV, been in here the whole time. The SRT God, I think Master Detailer was in here too. Catfish. I believe Catfish was in here. Brandon Hustle Hard, the Daily Grind family. Shane. I'm just scrolling back, man. High Voltage Performance Racing. Okay. Let me look. I like these kind of names. High Voltage and Performance Racing Team. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like Tesla, don't it?
Huh? You trying to get them out there?
Hey, High Voltage, I'm gonna see you out there. I'm gonna find out if you high voltage or low voltage, baby. We gonna find out.
Hey, Dallas did make me want to build a machine though.
Man, let me tell you, bro. This is my second time racing on the track. And when I tell you, it's like, bro, I got to go to the drawing board. I have to have something that I can put on a trailer and that I intimately know. Not renting something and then going out there with a rental car and making it do what it do. But my car, where I know the tires, I know the thing from the inside out, man. So I have some plans to race the Tesla, and I have an '84 Monte Carlo that I'm having built with ARC Motorsports in Maryland, man. Are you a old school guy, man? Do you have one in your collection, or do you have a favorite old school that you would pick up?
My favorite old school is still, I have two. 69 Cutlass, Vert, and also 86 box Chevy that I just sold.
Oh man, you just sold off.
I regretted it the moment it drove out my warehouse.
Oh man, the box Chevy, bro. Like that's one of my favorites too, man. I love that box Chevy, man.
I look like look like my nephew on here. He said my mom in here too.
Hey, yeah, man. You got the whole family, man. I love that kind of support, man. It speaks volumes of the man that you are, the entrepreneur that you are, man. That folk would take time out of their day on a Sunday, man, to log in and check you out on the interview. I guess they wanted to make sure, I wasn't on here shaking you down, man. So they had to come looking for me. You know what I'm saying? They might be overprotective. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But look, what are some, as my co-host Carsha Rell, would ask you, man, lead the people with something, man. Lead the people with some motivation, man, some words of inspiration, man, something that'll stick with them, or a mantra that you might have, if you don't mind. Just lead the folk with something that they can live by.
The biggest thing is, we all want more, and we all want to do better. We all always want more. Sometimes we get in a place where we don't feel like we did enough, or we doing enough. Keep persistent, stay persistent. As it's saying, I felt bad that I didn't get to do Jordans until I seen a man with no feet.
Wow.
Be thankful for what you have.
Yeah. Come on, bro. Be thankful for what you have, man. I love that. No, I love that. Yeah. Stay persistent. Be thankful for what you have, man, and just the quality guy that I know that you are, man. You said earlier, you treat everybody the same. My friends that live in the hood, my friends that are middle class, my friends that live in the mansions, I treat everybody the same. I think that went over people's head because people don't generally do that. If President Obama walked into the room, people stand up and say, "Hey, how you doing?" But I feel like I should stand up and say, "How you doing?" If a homeless person walked by, I should be like, "Hey, how you doing, ma'am? Hey, what's going on, brother?"
Absolutely.
And I really believe you're genuine in when you said that, because I didn't pull that out of you. You just said it on your own, man, and that speaks tremendous volumes of your character, bro. And the world is lacking character, so thank you for having outstanding character, brother.
I appreciate that, man. I definitely try to stay positive and just stay humble. Stay humble, because just like you got it today, you can not have it tomorrow. You can lose it in the blink of an eye.
Yeah. Nah, man. Come on, Alex, man. See, you keep dropping these gems, man. I'm trying to wrap this joint up, man. But it's like you just like a quote machine. You got gems, brother, and it's a testament again to you making it through everything that you made it through, man. God having His hand on you, moving you out of the way, and you probably didn't understand it.
Let me say this. Let me say this, because I know my mama watching. It ain't saying my mama did a bad job. We was just bad.
Right? No. Oh, look, I think most guys. Ain't no blame. It ain't mama. You know what I'm saying? I made a choice to climb out the window. You know what I'm saying?
Bingo.
But it's a testament to you being able to overcome those things, man, and to be like, Mama was right. Mama was absolutely right. So hey, Mama Alex, how you doing? Hey, you did a great job, moms. You did a
I
great
see
job.
everybody checking in, man. Salute everybody who did check in. I see y'all comments. I see everybody.
Yeah, for sure, man. And again, man, on behalf of myself, E Vapors, man, Carl Rail, man, tell everybody where they can find you if you're on social media, or whatnot.
Chi-Town Alex on Instagram. YouTube channel may be coming soon. I'm still trying to still working on that. It's still
The YouTube channel might be coming or it's coming.
More than likely it's coming. I got to, we just talk about that balancing your time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, and I really appreciate like the efforts and the amount of time a lot of YouTube brothers put into it, because me just checking into this and just like researching, man, it's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort, and it don't come easy. Nothing comes easy. So anything that you're doing and you want to be successful at it, you're gonna have to put in some work.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. I believe you can do it, man, because I know you're gonna properly plan and prioritize, man. But I do believe whatever format you choose, man, and you start sharing tidbits of your story, as my co-host Carl Sherrill would say, man, he wanted to document his life and tell his own story and not let somebody else tell his story. You know what I'm saying? And when you document everything on video on YouTube, man, you can document your story. Just like tonight, man, we got some things on record, man. We went in the time machine for a little bit, man. We talked about some things in the past, some things that some people don't want to divulge. They'll just say, yeah, I got the Alpina, I got the Model X, I done had a bunch of cars, living good, man. Got me a couple Ferragamo and Gucci belts, and they won't even mention the fact that, man, I was down and out, man. I was in the streets, man. I was doing this, I was doing that, man. So again, that's a testament to your character to be man enough and not ashamed to speak on them things that we wouldn't be proud of.
Yeah, no, it's hey, it's my story. Guess what? I can lie about it, say I didn't do it, but everybody who know me they be screaming, "Oh, this Negro lie."
Cap, what is it? Cap. That's what they say now, right? They say cap. That's all cap,
yes,
baby.
sir. Hey, I appreciate everybody's support too.
Yeah,
no, man. Cap.
Cap. And look, y'all see on the screen, man, on Instagram, man, please follow my brother Alex, man. It's Shy_Town_Alex, man, on Instagram. Shy-Town Alex, man. Make sure y'all give a brother a follow. And again, it's been a pleasure, man. This has been the shortest hour and 13 minutes, man, of my life, man. This has been a blessing to talk to another good brother, fellow light-skinned bald head brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I know you got a little bit of Beijing in there, but that's all good. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from Zimbabwe, man.
I got
some neighborhood on the south side of Chicago.
Oh, okay. I got so much great, man. I'm just gonna just let it ride, man. I ain't even tripping, but I'm just gonna just let it go. You know what I'm saying?
I pick mine. I pull them.
I did until they start coming. I plucked 1, 10 came in. I said, uh-oh. Every time I pluck 1, 10 more come in. I said, you know what? Let it ride, baby. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, hey, I tell my kids all the time, I'm 33. I'm getting younger. Y'all getting old.
Hey, what's that called? Benjamin Button effect. Getting from old to young. Getting younger and younger. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Alex, man, it's been a pleasure, man. And you guys, y'all been listening to Car Talk TV. It's your main man, E Vapors, the co-host Real, behind the scenes right now, man. And of course, Chi-Town, legendary Chi-Town Alex right here, man. Appreciate you, brother. We'll see you next time.
I appreciate the love from everybody. Car Show Real. I'm sure we're gonna talk again soon. Everybody, yeah, man. Enjoy y'all Sunday. It's nice out here, so I might hop back on my bike.
Hey,
have Have a little bit of fun for the day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. But we out, y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.